Peace, everyone. Welcome back to Boss Life TV. This segment is called Gardening My Way. The reason why I chose to name this segment on Boss Life TV Gardening My Way, which is a new thing that I'm actually starting. Pretty much Boss Life TV really fast is like a network. So I want you guys to be able to come to my channel and be able to learn and grow. So whether that is for gardening, whether that is building stuff, because I'm multifaceted. I love to build. I love to talk, obviously. I do have a podcast on here called The Living Room Conversation, where we have just conversations around mental health. We like to have fun, relationship, and so forth. So if you want to check out The Living Room Conversation, you can go on my channel and go under my podcast playlist, and you'll be able to see that there. But I also want to come on my channel and give you guys information about gardening. I think this channel is going to be pivoted around getting the education and learning so that you can grow your foundation, grow your family, grow your wealth of abundance, wherever that looks like. All right. So I'm not going to talk too much about it. You guys get the point. So this is going to be called Gardening My Way. And this is beginner friendly. Disclaimer, I am not an expert at what I'm about to do. I don't claim to be this guru when it comes to gardening. But I have tried it out and it works for me. And I'm still learning along the way. I'm not perfect. So I wanted to come on here because this video was highly requested. And I wanted to show you guys just the basics. I know it's simple, but I wanted to give you the basics of gardening, just to get your seeds started, and some advice and some mistakes I've made throughout my process. Okay. So what you need to do is obviously get you some seeds. I ordered these seeds off of Amazon, and let me get the company that I ordered it from. It is Organic Vegetable Seeds. So if you go to Amazon, you can find these on their site. I got the 32 variety seeds. Whatever works for you. I'm looking to have a big garden this, season. If you're not looking to have a big garden, I would say go on there and get a 32 pack. Get what works for your family and what you like. But for me, I wanted to explore and I wanted to try out different seeds to see if what works for me, and to really learn the process, honestly. Okay, so I ordered that. Make sure it's organic and heirloom seeds. That's just my opinion. I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole about why I feel the way I feel. Do your own research, but organic is the best way to go. Okay, you heard about GMOs, all right? So you get the gist. I got that, and I had different variety packs, which came in these aluminum or whatever you want to call it. This plastic. It's not plastic. I guess you want to say aluminum. Whatever. It came in these. And this one is actually asparagus. Ooh, this is what I want to do. And before I get started, I wanted to let you know that it does come with this book. And this book is basically a guide to gardening in your location, because everyone is at different locations. So I am in Ohio. So we have high humidity in the summertime. Very, very, very humid. When I say humid, baby, listen, it's humid in Ohio, at least in Cincinnati. And we have like bipolar weather. Like 1 minute it's cold, then it's hot, then it's cold again, and then it's raining. It's like it's never consistent weather. So that might not work for certain vegetables. Certain areas hold a lot of drier heat. So some vegetables or fruit that you're growing might not work in that environment. So you need to really figure out what environment your fruits or your vegetable will thrive in, and try to plant those fruits and vegetables so you don't run into issues. I do know some people do have greenhouses, and they have these fancy greenhouses where they can grow exotic fruits and exotic vegetables. But yeah, make sure if you are trying to do that, make sure you have the right environment for that plant to thrive in. And it's pretty expensive to go that route. So I'm just kind of letting you know, I am starting with the basics. I feel like I'll graduate to that over time, but I'm only going to do what works for my environment. So I am wanting to plant. I already have some things already growing. So I'll get to that later. So basically, this book talks about, when is the right time to plant your seeds, because I'm going to tell you now, some vegetables are different than others. Don't make the mistake like me. So I planted my corn fairly early. I'm going to show you an example because it's right over there. I planted my corn fairly early, and my corn is dying right now. That thing grew so fast. My corn grows fast, y'all. Like that thing, I don't know if I'm just really good at my, germinating my plants, but when I tell you that they grew so fast that I didn't even have time to like repot it because of my busy schedule, that it died on me. So if you plant corn, please plant corn in the right timing, because they grow so fast, and then you get to like harvest season and your plant is dead or done dried out because you planted, during the wrong time in the season. So pay attention to that, right? And I'm going to make another video about, once I get my plants really started and putting them in my raised bed, like do's and don'ts. So don't be discouraged if you don't get the information in this video right away, because I will be able to walk you guys through some more process. This is literally a video of just starting off for the people that just want to start. This video is for you, and please subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification from when I go live or upload a new video far as gardening my way, and I'm going to walk you through my journey. So please stay in the know by subscribing to the channel. And plus, this channel is a whole movement. Don't miss out on this channel, because baby, we lit over here. Like I'm gonna give you content that it's like a one-stop shop. You ain't gonna want to go nowhere else. You're gonna get laughter, you're gonna get fun, you're gonna see my wild days with my wild times with my friends. You're gonna see me cry, you're gonna see me try to talk motivational to y'all, the teacher Tasha. You're going to get a little bit out of this network. So please subscribe to the channel and support me, because your girl trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, not because I want to be popular. I just think that it's best for me to go live instead of doing this pre-recorded video, so I can see live Q&As from you guys if you have questions. It sucks that I'm not able to do that. So anyways, I'm not going to make this long. So yes, go through this book and figure out what works for you. So I think I'm going to start with, let's see. I have all these veggies down here. This is onions. I don't know if I'm ready to plant onions. I'm actually I won't say afraid to plant onions. I don't know if I had the right environment for onions to thrive in right now. So I am actually going to plant some cherry tomatoes. This was open. We planted during an eclipse. And my cherry tomato didn't come up. Everything else came up. So I think I'm going to start the cherry tomato tree once again. All right. And I'm just going to give you a 1-2 step on how to do it. All right. So I already have some open because obviously I've been planting. So go to Home Depot and grab the Miracle-Gro. This is the Performance Organic Container Mix, right? It's all purpose. It is aged compost. It's blended with compost, aged compost. This is where you get a lot of your nutrients from. When you do composting, when you want to plant fruits and vegetables, you want to make sure that you have some healthy compost. And I am composting, so I will do a video on that. Please don't worry, okay? Right now, I have just some starter soil. This is just starter soil, you guys, okay? So I'm going to use my hands. You want to open it up, and you want to go on Amazon. And some people are, super organic. So if you don't want to use plastic, you can always use the cardboard potting of, the containers, the potting containers, this is plastic, whatever. I'm not like that stickler. These were only I think $7.99, and it came with like maybe 80 of them. I don't know, just go on Amazon. All right, and you want to make sure they have holes at the bottom so that water can come out and the water won't sit, because you'll kill your plant. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this container up with soil, right? The soil is pretty dry. I'm going to do it for this one also, because my kids love cherry tomatoes, and I feel like I want to plant a lot of cherry tomatoes this season. One, because you might have a batch that doesn't thrive, so you want to plant enough. And also, you know, you do what your children or your family like. So if they like zucchinis, if you want to do more zucchinis than you want to do tomatoes, do whatever you want to do. This is catered to your family. So I filled it up. There's a line, if you can see, there's a line in here. You don't want to go over that line. I believe that it's not necessary to go over that line, because these, again, are starter pots. These are not your forever home. And I am going to show you a bigger pot that I'm going to transfer my other plants in shortly. All right. This is just the beginning. So this is a pot. This is the line that you want to use when you're doing it, right? All right, cool. So what I like to do, somebody texting my phone, but I am occupied. So what I like to do is take my fingers, and I like to stick 4 holes in the inside, right? Some people just do one, and they just like to plant one at a time. I don't know what's right and what's wrong. Again, I'm just learning also. Y'all follow me on my journey. But I like to do 4, and it's been doing really, really well with just putting 4 in there, right? So what you want to do is take your fingers, and you want to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, as you can see. And also, it tells you the depth of how deep you want to let the seed drop in. I didn't do none of that stuff, and my plants are like bomb. I can't wait to show y'all. But anyways, I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 in this one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 in that one. All right. And the reason why I want to do a lot of cherry tomatoes, because I like to make homemade tomato sauce, and so I want lots of tomatoes this season, because I'm gonna can them when. Sorry, I don't know that one. All right, Alexa, shut up, please. I am going to can my tomato sauce, but that's a whole nother video, y'all. So I'm gonna lay 1. They're so tiny. So I'm trying to put 1 each, but I'm just gonna double it up just in case one of them don't thrive. So I'm gonna do 2 in each hole. Now, you experts, don't come over here telling me I'm doing it wrong. Now, let me do what I do so I can see if it works, because, I'm the type of person that I'm not by the book. I'm not like black and white, because everything isn't supposed to be black and white in life. I believe that, right? I'm so non-traditional. So I'm one of them type people. If it works in your world, hey, have at it. This works in my world. So I'm going to do, all right, 2 in that one. It might have been 3, whatever. All right, perfect. So, oh no. These things are so tiny. So afterwards, inside of that pack, they give you these little baggies. Afterwards, you want to put your seeds in. Gosh, make a mess. You want to put your seeds in these baggies, and you really want to put it back in this aluminum. This what you call this? I'm gonna think of this damn name soon. Mylar. It's like a Mylar bag. Like Mylar bags keep them protected from like going bad easily. So you want to really put it in here, because seeds will go bad. They will die because of the sunlight. They get too hot. So this bag kind of protects it from it dying, because seeds will expire on you. You want to keep them in a cool spot also. So after I do that, just cover it up. That's it. Just like that. Just cover the holes up. Just like that. Super simple. Super simple. All right. When you get done with that, you want to take your spray bottle. I have a spray bottle with water inside of it, and you just want to spray them. As soon as you get done, just like that. Super simple. This is the easy part, y'all. You can't really mess this up. Again, make sure you follow your book. With cherry tomatoes, it will tell you when the right time to plant your cherry tomatoes. Let me see if I'm actually planting my cherry tomatoes in the right season. I'm sure, because we're almost in, May. And I'm probably too late to be planting right now, but it's okay, because I'm putting them in my raised bed, and my cherry tomatoes are going to be in a pot like this, where I can bring it indoors, and I'm going to basically transfer them into bigger pots as they grow, right? And we're going to get in that discussion. Cherry tomatoes, let's see. All right, yeah, number 4, page 4. So it says that germination days, which is how long, because this is the germination stage, right? And it takes 7 to 14 days during germination for them to actually, for you to actually see it sprout. Days to maturity is 72 days. So that's practically 3 months, right? 2 months and a couple weeks. I don't know. Yeah. Hold on, wait. Yeah. Yep. Pretty much 3 months. Just call it 3 months. Yeah. Planting depth is 1/4 of an inch, right? So I did pretty much 1/4 of an inch up in depth to put it in there. And plant spacing is 36 inches apart, right? The zone is, I don't know what that means. I'm going to do my research. It requires full sun. So I will have these in full sun. You need it well drained, which we're going to have it well drained. I'm going to put holes in my pots as much as I can. This one don't have a hole, so I'll just take my drill and drill a couple holes so that it can drain very well, so that I don't have to run into issues of it sitting in water and dying. And the temperature, preferably 65 to 85 degrees. So it's telling me to plant mine. Let's see, harvest time. Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry about that. Trying to see when it's telling me to plant this. Oh, balloons. Okay. I didn't see that coming. Whatever. Let's see. That is different, y'all. Start seeds indoors under controlled conditions. It says use soil, grow media, place in sunny window with at least 8 hours of sunlight. Water only when the soil feels dry to touch. No fertilizers are needed until planting, which is when you take them out of the thing. I don't know why it's giving me balloons, but I think you need to stop. I appreciate it though. It says using heating pads to keep the soil between. Okay, but normally it tells you when to start planting it, like maybe whatever. So I guess it's the right time. Let's move on. All right. So these are done. We're gonna sit these to the side. Oh, sorry, I'm missing a step. So basically, you don't want to lose track on what you're planting. I'm planting a lot of stuff. So I am going to write on here. And if you guys want to skip all my talking, you're more than welcome to get, if you feel like you got what you needed. So I'm going to write tomatoes on here. And I'm going to take these sticky notes and I'm going to stick it on my pot like this so I can remember. And they also came with these, but I feel like these get wet when I spray my spray bottle and like the name goes away. Anyway, sorry, I'll catch that later. So I am going to do this for this one, and then we can move along. Okay. All right. So I am going to show you guys the ones that I actually planted. I'm super excited about this. I am super excited. And somebody, my baby daddy calling me. So yeah, this is what you're gonna get. We gotta check this call. This is a recording, so apologies to that. And yeah, I might edit this out or I might not. Give me a second. In the meantime, I am going to take these plants and put them over here. Hey, am I able to call you back? I'm in the process of a recording. All right, bye. All right. Alrighty. So these are the ones that has sprouted. And I'm super proud of these because they are doing awesome. Awesome. These are, so fun fact. So during the eclipse, I know everybody's seen the solar eclipse. During the eclipse, me and my daughter decided to plant our plants and put our intentions in our plant, right? And we wanted to see how much our, you put your intentions in your seeds. And I always tell people, like, make sure you put your intentions in your seeds, because I do believe that, the more intentions you plant, the more you harvest that mentally, spiritually, whatever it is. So we planted our seed on what we wanted to see grow. And so we all named our plants. And can you believe that this is from the eclipse, baby? Let me tell you something. This is prior to the eclipse, but these are eclipse, like the energy of the eclipse had these like growing. These things grew within like a couple days. And we really wanted to put our intentions inside of our plants. And this one was my daughter actually did this one. I did this one, and my baby girl, this one is cucumbers. This one's beautiful. And my baby girl did the tomatoes. And we wanted to we wanted to see them grow. And so my daughter wanted to grow as a young lady. And so she's going to actually physically see the fruits of her labor. So, I can go into a whole nother video about planting seeds and being very intentional and actually planting them physically, because that's very important when you want to manifest anything. You actually got to physically do stuff. Faith without works is dead. But we're not going to talk about that in this video. But anyway, so I planted this batch maybe a month ago, right? And I need to transfer all these into my bigger pots before they die on me, right? Because they're growing so fast. But what you want to do is, I used this cake. This is like where you make a cake and you don't want your cake to go bad. It's like a cake cover thing, whatever. I don't know what it's called. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And this one is another cake one. And I use this as a greenhouse. I wanted to, repurpose the things that I had around my house, because it's about repurposing things and not spending money. So I felt like using a cake bean thing will work. Hold on, give me a second. I'm actually about to show you the lid really fast. So I'm not going to get the big lid. So what you want to do, because you want to create your own greenhouse, they have them on Amazon. I'm sure Amazon charge an arm and a leg for a cake pan or whatever, or a greenhouse. Sorry, I know Amazon charge an arm and leg for a greenhouse, but I'm not going to spend that type of money because it's not necessary. So what I did was use this, and I sprayed inside for the moisture, because plants need moisture. It needs humidity in order for it to thrive, right? It needs to be constantly paid attention to. You don't want to overwater it. And if you do water your plant, make sure you put water at the bottom, because your plant will absorb it through its roots, and the roots will stop absorbing it if they feel like they got enough water, right? So I encourage people never to pour water on top of your plants. Make sure you put it on a plate or wherever you can hold water at, and sit your plant in there and let your plant absorb the water from below from the roots, right? And then this is your daily every 2-day maintenance. It's just keeping it moist, right? You want to constant, not all of them, but what I do is keep my plants moist. And I don't water them every single day because you don't want to drown your plants and kill them. But when you starting them off and you're doing germination process, what you want to do, and I'm going to move these really fast because I'm in a process of transferring these plants that's already sprouted into a bigger pan. Now, the ones you saw me do earlier in the video, I'm actually going to take these and I'm going to place it in my homemade greenhouse. What you want to do is cover it up, and I like to put it in my window because my window gets plenty of sunlight, and it's a very heated area. So I will have that in the window, and I will pay attention for a couple days. It should be sprouting. In the meantime, moving along, I am going to transfer these over into a bigger pot. All right. All right. So I purchased these pots off of actually went to the dollar store and got these pots. I thought these was pretty cool because you can keep them together. So if you got 3 tomato plants, you can actually keep them all together instead of having them individually, and you can actually stack them. Also, how cool is this? And you can take them outside. They can get sunlight. You don't have to worry about having 3 to 6 pots trying to carry them at one time. They're all in one location, right? So since my corn grows so fast, I'm going to put my corn in the bigger one, but right now I'm going to put this to the side because I'm going to focus on my cherry tomato plant, right? Because I told you we eat a lot of, well, my children love tomatoes, and I like to make homemade tomato sauce and salads and all kinds of stuff, and tomato is very important in my household. So what you want to do is they say use compost when you're transferring your plant into a bigger pot, but right now my compost isn't quite ready yet. And again, I'm still learning. So what I'm going to do, and I heard it was okay too. So what you know what? I just noticed something. I don't have holes at the bottom of my pots, and that's very important. So you guys, bear with me, okay? I'm going to pause this video. Okay, y'all, I'm back. All right, I am back. All right, so I had to punch holes in these because they didn't have holes, but the good thing about these pots, they have like these pop out holes that you can use, and what I used was a nail and a hammer and just hammer those pop out holes so that it can have some breathing room. These plants can breathe, and it can release liquid that it doesn't need. All right, so what I'm going to do, like I was doing earlier, is fill these pots up with soil. So I'm going to dump in, not too much, because again, I am transferring the plants that already have soil, so you don't really need a lot. And this is less than, really, how much did I spend on starting a garden? Because it doesn't cost that much. Oh my gosh. Sorry, y'all, I got to catch this call once again. Hello? Hey, what's up? The sun is going down. Got all dark and dimmy in here. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is, this is a tomato. Oh, no, this is actually cucumber. Give me a second. Cucumber. Alrighty, let's see. These are my jalapenos. All right, how many jalapenos do I have? Because I am going to take the ones that got most. So we'll do the, what is this? This is okra. Ooh, my okra is finally sprouting. These are my broccoli. Alrighty, Brussels sprouts. What are these? My jalapenos. So what I'm going to do is actually take the jalapenos instead. and I'm going to use this, right? So what you want to do is take some scissors, which I don't have. Golly, I'm so unprepared. All right, I'll be back. I promise y'all. I'm so sorry. I'll be back. All right, I gotta get scissors. Hold that thought. All right, so what you want to do is take some scissors and you want to cut like this, right? I like to cut them on both sides, just like this. Well, actually, I'm going to do another side. You want to cut it in fours because you want to make it easy, because one thing you don't want to do is mess up the root. So cut it just like this so you can pop it right out. And the soil was really wet, so you want to pop it right out just like this. And what you'll get is it just like this, okay? So what I'll do is place these inside of this pot just like this. And what I'm going to do, right, is start filling it up with more soil. Just like this. So you don't want to put too much on the top, but enough that it doesn't go over this line. So you can see, like on this one, it's perfect because it doesn't go over the line. I put a little more drier soil on top because you don't want it too saturated, because that's how you kill your plant. So you want it to be dry just a bit, right? And so what I want to do, because my plant is kind of doing a lean with it, rock with it right now, I want to put something in place to stop this particular one from lean with it, rock with it. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit more soil inside of here to fill it up just a bit, just like this. And you're giving it room to grow. So if you notice, this is bigger in size. You don't want to go too big right away. Me personally, I'm just going to start off step by step. So I'm going to do this one just like that. Cut it in fours, just like this. All right. I'm going to open it just like this. You're going to pop it out. I'm going to pop it like this. Oh my gosh, this thing is so soaked. You don't want to damage the roots. Try not to damage the roots, okay? That you don't want to do, or you will kill your plant. So I'm going to repeat steps right over here, just like this, giving it room to grow. Don't go over that line, just like that, okay? All right. Last one. I'm going to take it just like this, cut it in fours, just like that. Alrighty, you're going to pop it out. And you can follow along with me, or you can go back to the video if once you get to this stage, just to see what I did again. That's why it's very important for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel and be in the know. And why not? I'm dope as fuck. All right, so I'm going to fill it back up like this, just to fill it in, just like that. And there you go. You don't want to compact, like you don't want to push it down too much because you don't want to like smother it. So try to keep your soil, what is this? Try to keep your soil as like loose as possible, because you want to give the plant room to thrive. and breathe again, because that's very important. You want to give them, it's life. You don't want to suffocate it. So you want to give it room to breathe. So this is what it looks like once I transferred them into a different pot. And so what I'm going to do is I can stick these tabs back in here just like that. I'm going to actually write it down on a sticky note. And there you go. This is how you start your garden. One, less than 20 bucks. It didn't cost me that much to really start this garden. If I paid maybe, I say $10 at the most for my seeds, and these were $7.99. That's $17, and I got a couple of these for $1.25. So you really can start a garden for less than 20 bucks. It doesn't cost that much, and I'm in a process of repurposing my pallets. I had pallets in the back, but you can go around your local factories. You can go to your meat markets or any place that has free pallets, and you can take those pallets and use that for your raised bed. And it doesn't cost that much. Of course, you got to get soil. So I say altogether, I started a full garden for less than 30 bucks. Less than $30, and it probably wasn't that much, right? But if you want to just start off small, you can start a garden for less than $20, right? So this is the beginning stage of how to start a garden. For more content, if you want to follow me on my journey just to see where I'm at with everything, this is my first year actually growing a large garden. I started off growing peppers last year, and those were pretty successful. But this year, I'm starting them off from seed, and I'm pretty excited about it because this is my first year starting it off from seed. Last year, they were already started off, and I just took the plants that was just like this, and I, watched it grow from there. But this is the first time I'm starting them from seed. I'm super excited, and I'm ready for the journey. I'm ready to make my mistakes. You guys are going to see all the mistakes that I made. Again, this is Gardening My Way, and if you like my content, please share it and share this with a friend that is struggling to just do the basics. This video is definitely for you, and I will catch you in another video. Peace out.